Politics, business, entertainment, yeah, face to face.
All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's yet another lovely show on FaceToface TV. And today we have a very vibrant young mentor in the person of Wisdom, Anucha. Wisdom, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And today we are going to be talking about mentorship and challenges of apprenticeship. Mentorship and challenges of apprenticeship. While I was introducing you, I called you a very young mentor. Please, may we meet you, sir?
Thank you so very much. My name is Wisdom Eninaya Anucha. I am a lecturer in Abia State University, Uturu, and also I am the CEO of the Anchor DMC. You may want to ask, what is the Anchor DMC? The Anchor DMC is one of the prominent and leading microphone firms today anchoring events in Southeast. So when you want to talk about anchoring events, to the best of our knowledge, the Anchor DMC is one of the leading firms that anchor events in Southeast.
So, sir, how did you come about this name, the Anchor DMC, before we go?
Well, it is a long process, so to say. Firstly, we were answering DMC, dancing MC. So as we evolved, as we came together and as we began to grow, there was a need to communicate to our clients. You know, many people misunderstood it, that these people, are they just only dancing? So we needed to tell them, no, it's not just about dancing. Of course, even if we dance, it's just to pass an information. So we needed to let them know that these people, primarily, we are here to anchor your event. So that was how we got about the name, the Anchor DMC.
That is to say that in any occasion we are anchoring, there must be some, dance.
Of course.
Be it burial, wedding, whatever, naming ceremony, you must
cannot take away the place of gesticulation in communication. Whether you do like this or you do like this, you've gesticulated and you've communicated. So for me, I see it as communication. For you, you see it as dancing. Whichever way you see it, the most important thing is that a message has been passed.
Thank you very much. So how do you define mentorship and what does it mean to you?
Okay, that's a very paramount question. What is mentorship and what does it mean to me? For me, mentorship is a guidance relationship. A guidance relationship between somebody who is well experienced, somebody who could be said to be a master,
right,
and someone else who wants to learn. Put differently, I would also say mentorship is a two-streetlight way, is a two-way arrow of learning and growing together.
Okay.
There must be learning and there must be growing together in it.
Okay, so what does this mean to you?
What it means personally to me is that when you're talking about mentorship, you're talking about the process of molding somebody, the process of making somebody to be better than what he or she was, the process of replicating yourself in somebody while you were alive. And in doing that, there must be a learning process and there must be a growing together. Let me quickly say that mentorship for me is a symbiotic relationship,
okay,
whereby the mentor gains and the mentee gains. That's why
that's a somewhat of mutualism.
There must be mutuality,
okay,
a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a process of learning and growing together. The mentor must grow over time, and the mentee must grow. For me, it's an anathema for you to be with somebody for more than 1 year or 2 years and nothing has happened in that person's life. There is no tangible growth. So that is not mentorship. And let me quickly say this. Mentorship is not ownership. That you are mentoring somebody does not mean you have bought that person to yourself.
It
is not a call to slavery.
All right.
It is not a call to impoverishment.
Okay.
No. It is a process of learning and growing together. And mentorship must be born out of love, out of empathy, out of the need to support somebody. Where there is no love, there is no empathy, and there is no support, that is not mentorship. That's my take.
All right, can you share some personal experiences where mentorship has impacted your life, especially in your career?
Well, just as I told you ab initio, first, I am a university lecturer with the best state-managed university in West Africa as far as I'm concerned.
That's good.
ABSU is one of the best. First, I'm a university lecturer, and secondly, I am into anchoring events. So before you talk about mentorship, the first question I think I should answer is, do I have a mentor? Yes, I have a mentor. Or could I say I have mentors? I have a mentor, Onyebuchi Ememanka.
All right.
Barrister Ememanka. He's my mentor. He picked me up, and our mentorship is something, our relationship is something that evolved over time. He picked me up. My first contact with him was when I was in SS3. And you can imagine from then he was in Lagos. He later left Aba and went to Lagos. And he still maintained that
relationship
before he now came back, and there was now a perfect collision about the mentorship. So just as I said, it is a process of learning together. So this is a man who today that I anchor events and that I can speak to the microphone
confidently,
effortlessly,
100%
goes to Barrister Ememanka.
That's good. That's
100%.
lovely. That's very
How did he do it? You know, I told you it is a process of learning. He took me to himself. Where he enters, he will carry me along, and was proud to say, this is my boy. So before you know it, people nicknamed me Ururu Acha. Anywhere he goes, we will go to an event, even before the governor, he will sit and he will ask me to stay by him. And I was not just the only one who was with him, quote and unquote, but he had this particular interest. When we go out for events, when he's handling the microphone, he will have me to stay here, to stay there with him. So at the point I was wondering, why wouldn't this man allow you to go and eat? People are eating.
Freestyle. Meet with people. You're jollify, you understand?
But the man will insist.
You stay close to him.
If I move an inch, right from there he will shout, wisdom. And I would be there.
Ensuring that the learning process will be internalized in you.
That there is a learning process. There is a learning process. And I kept speaking it gradually. One day he gave me the microphone and he told me, if you like, disgrace yourself. And that was my first outing. And I told you, you must understand what is this person's passion.
Yes.
He understood this boy has some passion with academics. He has a good brain. He said, boy, how far with your masters? You need to double up. Then he already had his own masters in maritime law from Lagos State University. And he said, you must round up with your masters. Anything you're doing, you must. You started with me with first degree. You cannot continue with me and end up with first degree.
That's lovely.
So I had to quickly. He will double. At the point I was living with him, I need to say this, ate his food, drank his water. At midnight, he will wake me up I say, is this how you are doing your masters and you snore all through the night? Why will you not pick your books and read? That I love Channels TV today is courtesy of him. When we come back, he will put it on and we will be watching show. I will go into the room to sleep. He will drag me out and say, who is that person you are chatting with? Come and listen to what people are talking about.
Right.
So
I'm trying to pick some points here. You mean from what you are what you have explained right here, I want to understand that relationship was just beyond mentor-mentee relationship. He just took you as, his own, as a project. He took you as a project. He encouraged you. He was investing on you and making sure that he will mold you to become a better version of even himself.
John C. Maxwell said in his book 360-Degree Leadership. John Maxwell said that a mentor is that person who sees more to you than you see in yourself.
All right.
So, and I told you that mentorship, for there to be an effective mentorship, there must be empathy. Okay. There must be love. Okay. And there must be support.
Oh, that's lovely.
Where these three things are lacking, you are just beating around the bush. Okay. There is no mentorship.
So mentorship should not be transactional.
So from there he grabbed me and began to push me, gave me brushed up. I think when I was in university, once in a while we would just anchor small events. But with a Memanka, my blade was sharpened. That's what a mentor does. He sharpens your blade and makes you perfect. He reorganized my dressing code. He gave me some leverage. Without him, possibly, I may have just been within the confines of Opulumobo, running around, doing all this local MC. Where you go, they give you more, and you go.
And the microphone, they'll be blowing boom, boom, boom.
You understand? So he sharpened me and brought me up, gave me the stage. Even after that, now when I went into APSU, I also had mentors. I had people who brushed me up in the field of academics, taught me how to write papers. That you need to write papers. Today, by the grace of God, I have a number of publications. God bless the likes of Professor Emezwe, the DVC of APSU. God bless the likes of Professor Bonaya Onwa. God bless my HOD, Professor Florent Kiri. They had to, and Professor Sitamosi, they prepared me. But most importantly, God bless Professor Uchi Kone.
Blessed memory.
So these were people who fine-tuned me. There must be, it's a sharpening process. That is what mentorship is all about.
Oh, I'm getting very, very thrilled. That's very, very lovely. So today I can say you are an international MC.
Beautiful.
Because I've watched you, with very much confidence and joy in myself, seeing you behind the microphone, doing it so easily, and at the end of the day, you still, get some raps of apple. You don't do joke with that one.
That is very important.
Okay, having gotten to this stage, I want to ask, because knowledge must be transferred. Just like Ememanka and the professors you mentioned, did a very nice job on you. I want to ask today, do you have some mentees?
Very wonderful question. Do I have some mentees? Yes, I do. I have 7 proud graduates.
Wow.
7 neat graduates working with me in the Anchor DMC.
That's good.
Who are my mentees?
All right.
My direct mentees. 7 of them, and they are doing excellently well. I am proud. You see, that is one of the dividends of mentorship.
Of course.
When these boys grow with you, when they have grown with you, you are growing, they are growing.
Of course.
You become excellently happy and proud.
See them doing well.
Permit me to mention the other. I told you
go ahead.
One of them is possible one hammer.
Wow, possibility.
That one is now a warlord. Yet with his head very low, very humble, very human. He is, and of course they have to do better than you. They are doing well. In fact, most times when we go to events and I go to events with him, I allow him, I give him the stage.
Yeah.
I have had my own turn, so it is now his own turn. Possibly he's a proud graduate from Anucha Polytechnic.
Of course, yeah.
And to crown it all, you know, in the process of mentorship, I told him, boy, this thing is a weekend program that we do. You should also find your hand in something else. We thought of opening up dry cleaning services. I told him no. Dry cleaning may not work because it will tie you down. Why don't you think outside the box? Yeah. I know there is no cleaning agents in Aba. Think of having a cleaning agent. And we put our heads together. Okay, first I sent him to computer training. He went and did the computer training. We were thinking of opening a computer destination for him. I told him no, I don't have the much resources personally to carry it out. So we thought about that. And now he has all possible cleaners.
Wow.
If you talk about a cleaning agent in Aba,
that's APC.
APC. if you want to call it that. If you talk about a cleaning agent in Aba and you don't know possible one, then
what sort of cleaning does he do?
He cleans houses.
Okay.
Cleans anything cleanable. Anything. Think about it. You have a fresh house, you just built a house and you need somebody to clean it, you call him immediately.
That's lovely.
I left that with him. I said, boy, this is your destiny. And I gave him a mandate. You must also groom other people.
Yes.
So while he is with me, he is also a boss in his own area. Because as at now, he has boys too under him.
But why doing that? Is he still loyal to you?
100%.
That's very incredible. And you too, you are still loyal to Onyebuche Mema.
101%.
That's lovely.
In fact, we have a custom that at every point I would also go with my boys and we render account and say, okay, this is how it is. And he watch my back.
So really?
There are mistakes I make, he would chat, he say, no boy, this one is wrong.
That's good.
Because you know what? These mentees tomorrow will turn out to be your glory.
Of course.
And one car cannot make a comfort.
Yeah.
So you also need them to do well. So I just talked about possible. Now we talk about Caleb. Caleb started and I told him, boy, you need to diversify what we are doing. Because if every one of us is in MC, you people are men, and you also need other sources of income.
Yeah.
MC for me is a secondary means of income to me. So I told him, think about something else.
You mean they got it?
They got it.
Yes. Oh, he's one of your.
In fact, I taught him in the class.
Okay.
And from there, I pulled him.
He was answering Mr. Penn before.
He was answering Mr. Penn before he moved over to
They got it. Okay.
Today, he is serving. And while he was filling his form, I told him, no, I don't want you within the southeast. You must go to the north.
Yeah.
He's a youth corps member now in Jos. And yesterday, he anchored an event in Jos.
In Jos?
Now, if I did not coach him, would I have gone to Jos to anchor that one? No. Now, there are so many of them. There are a handful of them. One of my boys, I told him, boy, I have seen you. You are good. You love academics. Move in. Pick a master degree for. He's doing his master degree in this private university here at Abu. Pick up.
You mean Rema?
Rema University.
Yeah.
Start your master degree. He's now doing his master degree. When we have events, he will, and he's also into POP and all the rest of them.
Who is that one?
Dunga.
Dunga, okay.
Chidunga.
Yeah.
He's not even from Abia. He's from Imo State.
That's good.
So this is how we have been doing it gradually. I also have a female who is in law school. I have this guy in law school. What's that? He's now a lawyer, not even in law school. What's his name again? Ngwakwe.
Okay.
So he's our legal district.
Okay.
He's a proud lawyer. He still anchors events. When I have an event, I have multiple events, I call him, Ngwakwe, come. And you know one funny thing is that it makes what we are doing look so special that when people see that this is an agglomeration of young men with focus, I have a lawyer, I have somebody in this, I have somebody who studied this in my team. So when others are saying, pay us 10 naira, and I say pay us 20 naira, you now see the need to pay.
Why, yeah? Oh.
Why you need to pay?
That's very, very interesting.
Well, as I told you, 7 proud graduates
That's
that
interesting.
are doing fantastically well. One of them is a pharmacist, King David. He's in Abuja. I picked him when I went for youth service. If I have events, he will come, he will join me. Today, he has started in Abuja as a pharmacist.
That's good.
He anchors events in Abuja. One of my friends was doing housewarming and called me from Abuja. We looked at the cost of my coming to Abuja and coming back. I said, no, use my boy.
Okay.
And he took the share and gave me my own.
That's very important.
That is it.
Very important.
That is the major thing. So you see how this thing has been happening. And let me say this. When you mentor these guys, they will not forget you.
That's interesting.
When you ensure their growth, it is a process of learning and growing together. There must be visible and tangible growth. When you see them and you bring them together, there must be this growth with time. And the beauty of life is not how happy you are, but how happy others are because of you. When you give them a sense of belonging, when you shoot them up, when you give them the stage, when you give them the platform, before you know what is happening, they are on their body, they stand on their own, they will not get you.
Thank you so much. And I want to ask, what are the steps one can take in finding a good mentor?
Now, in finding a good mentor, let me start by saying this. For Possible, Possible came to me.
Okay.
He said, sir, I want to follow you.
I want to understudy you.
I want to serve you. That was the word he used. I told him, no, you can't serve me. Come. Let's see how we
work
can
together.
grow together.
Yes.
We started. In the first place, I didn't see the need. But when he came, one is, what do you want in life? You want to be into anchoring events and you are following a bus driver. You can't get to where you want to go.
Not possible.
It's not possible. So the first
But in this case, it is possible. The possible was possible. Yes.
So the major thing is, what do you want for your life? Many of us, we don't understand what we want. Somebody is into photography. Yeah. Bye-bye. Tomorrow you are snapping pictures. This program you have started now, it is working. Bye-bye. And I can do better than Steve. I move over. So there is no focus. You don't want somebody to sharpen you. It's a sharpening process. So the first process is understanding what you want. 2, understanding the person you're working with.
Yeah.
What does that person, where is that person going to? In a Memanka, I saw a leader.
Okay.
I saw somebody who had focus. I saw somebody who has the potentials of bringing out something out of nothing.
Yeah.
I needed direction. And I knew that he already had somewhere he was going to. So, first is that you must identify. Know thyself. Socrates says, know thyself. First, to know yourself.
Okay.
Secondly, look out for that person. What is that person doing? Does the person, your vision and that person's vision, does it
align?
Does it align? Does it have a meeting point?
Yeah.
That's how to locate a true mentor.
Okay. Let me ask this finally on this particular aspect. You know, you have already established that mentor-mentee collaboration is a relationship. It's a relationship.
Yes.
So in that
a guidance
relationship. So in that kind of relationship, is it possible that the mentor can be wrong at some points? And if he goes wrong at some points, how can the mentee, handle disagreement with his mentor, or in other words, correct his mentor if possible?
Now let me give you a typical example, just like myself. When I started with my boss, Barrister Onyebuchi, Sir Barrister Memanka, he started introducing me to people as my boy, that I'm his boy.
Yeah.
From telling people I'm his boy, he moved over that I am his brother.
Yeah.
From telling people I am his brother, he moved over to I am his son.
Colleague, okay.
So it's a relationship.
Yeah.
It grows with time.
Yeah.
Of course, he's a human.
Yeah.
He makes mistakes. I am a human. Even my wife that I sleep with, we are not from the same mother, we are not from the same father. There are times where I will make a mistake. So we are human. So to your question, can the boss make a mistake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Bosses, they make mistakes. I make mistake. But then, how will the mentee correct the boss?
Handle disagreement or
Handle disagreement. There are disagreements. There are conflicts. It is inevitable. Not just in mentor-mentee relationship. In every relationship, there must be disagreements. But you need wisdom. That's why I said there must be empathy.
Okay.
Empathy means putting yourself in that person's shoes. Of course, there are disagreements, but you can handle it with wisdom. Your boss says you must do this. Follow your boss's direction. Bosses don't want somebody to thwart their order. You follow your boss's direction, but don't lose your own mind. With time, the relationship grew. That my boss will say, we do this, and he will sample my opinion.
Okay.
I will say, boss, we can
What
do
if
it.
we do it this way?
What if we do it this way? Not, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
You now tell your boss, what if we do it this way? And of course, let me say this. I've said it ab initio. There is no relationship that there is no disagreement. But then, one funny thing I have noticed so far is that you disagree with your boss. The next day you see, power, you move to Facebook. Power.
Yeah. Start writing, start talking about the secrets and all that.
Boss.
Yeah.
And before you know what is happening, people will begin to say, what is happening? That man, he did this,
he did that,
he did this, he did that. And now his enemies will plunge on it. And let me also say this, brother. For somebody to agree to work with you, that person loves you.
Of course.
Nobody will work with his enemy.
Yeah.
Nobody will work with somebody who wants to kill him.
Yeah.
So that in the first place, he accepted me into his house, gave me a room in his house, I slept in his house, ate with him, shows me that in the first place he loves me. And I must understand that. So if he scolds me, he's scolding me out of love. So that is it. So we must understand some of this. But then, very importantly, mentorship is not ownership.
Yeah.
That person also has his own free will, but must be guided by them.
Thank you very much. In the second part of this show with you today, in the days of yore, traditional mentorship, as the case may be, or apprenticeship. Let me use apprenticeship now. Traditional apprenticeship in our local language, Eba boy,
Boy.
was a very common practice, especially here in Igbo land, where you will see, apprentices in various workshops, be it carpentry, mechanic workshop, wood carving. Mention them. So many of them, you will see people learning work as apprentices. And this can range from between 3 years to 7 years, according to the terms, and in various trades, in textiles, in various motor parts and all that. You see people who apply to become apprentices. That's Eba boy.
Yes.
And they will humbly serve their masters for about 3 to 7 years. After that, the master will gladly, settle them. Though there used to be some issues at the end of the time. Maybe when you see some wicked masters who would not want to settle their boys but now in the recent times, I have looked around and I see that this practice is almost going into extinction, and I begin to ask, what is the challenge with traditional apprenticeship?
Okay, thank you so very much. Now, very straight, what has happened to traditional apprenticeship? Things have evolved, and they make it quick syndrome.
Okay.
Make it quick. Hit the jackpot.
Get rich quick.
Get it. Make it quick, quick. It is not just in what do you call it, in the traditional apprenticeship.
Okay.
Generally, let me say this: you just followed somebody for 1 year, and within that 1 year, you expect that the person should have built house for you, should have done heaven and earth for you. And you don't put, I still like that word, empathy, that I said ab initio. So the key issue why many of our youths, they don't want to understudy anybody, they don't want to get into apprenticeship at any level, is because of the make it quick syndrome. They want to make it quick, quicker than what you expect.
Yeah. And
this, what do you call it, 419 that has entered into our society. Yahoo. Why will I follow you when I know that I can do Yahoo and get 1 million
and press
naira,
button,
and press computer and I get 1 million naira? So that is one of the key factors that have made our people. I can press Yahoo. I can carry keke now, ride keke now within a few hours in Aba, and I get 5,000 naira, carry 3,000 naira, give them body and shake the bed with her. So I am okay. They don't have a plan. What about old age? And that is a very big problem. And to strike a balance, many of our mentors are not real mentors. Here they mean mentor.
Right.
Not real mentors.
Okay.
You will see a situation, they have made the process discouraging. There is nothing encouraging about mentorship any longer. You see a process whereby you follow somebody for a number of years, just a little thing you make, a little mistake, which is forgivable. We are humans.
Of course.
Remember, there must be love.
Of course.
And now you throw that
and
person
empathy,
away.
just like you say.
You throw that person away. All the years of following you thrown into the gutter. So these are some of the things that make people, they find it discouraging to go and do some of these things. But for me, mentorship and apprenticeship, if we must get it well, because in mentorship and apprenticeship, you will learn how to do this, how to do. It's a process. Somebody told me wealth, making wealth is a process. It must be procedural. People must tell you this is how to do this. You didn't just wake up one morning and you began to snap photographs.
No.
Somebody taught you this is how you sharpen your legs. It's a process. If you start it now and you are out. And You know one good thing is that even as I'm anchoring events, till tomorrow, there are many people who choose me to anchor their events because they know I have been with this person.
Yes.
Having worked under this person, you will do this. Same thing with my boss. People see me, or people see them through me.
Yeah.
They say, no, this person having been
With this person,
man.
he must do well in this area. Yeah.
Even in the Bible, Elijah and Elisha,
Yeah.
it is an old practice.
Yes.
It is not obsolete. We must reinvoke it. That's my take.
Thank you so very much. So, what's your final word for our youth today?
My final words for our youths at all levels, is, please, mentorship is not obsolete. Get into the beat and drive it. What do you want out of life? Locate somebody who has what you have. Follow that person. But in following that person, do not lose your mind. There is something somebody said ab initio. The person said, your boss's enemy is not your enemy. I agree. Your boss's enemy is not your enemy. But I will not be seen drinking with my boss's enemy. There are two sides of the coin. I agree that person is not your enemy. But it is an anathema to be seen drinking and laughing with your boss's enemy at the same time. Which means, because in drinking wine, you hear word.
That's how they used to
and
say
you
it.
cannot be trusted. So please, we must build trust. We must develop ourselves. And there is nothing wrong with when you find out that you are in a relationship, a mentor-mentee relationship, and your mentor is no more going where you are going. There is nothing wrong in living quietly, without abusing him, without insulting him, without saying you are wicked, you are this. Quietly,
without revealing his secrets.
Quietly take your leave. And this thing is a relationship. Your mentor watches your back, and you watch the back of your mentor. So I believe that this is a process that will help we the youth to step above. And mentors also try to wire your voice. Connect them.
Very important.
Wire your voice.
Very important.
My boy in Jos, I need to say this. I know that I don't have all it takes to do all for him, but I took him to one prominent man in this state.
Okay.
And I said, okay, please, this boy is your boy. Take him. And I told my boy, your loyalty now 100%, give it to this man. He has what it takes.
So showing him the way
to show
and sharing contacts
to wire
with
you
him.
in a Jos. Yeah, I can do it. I am still expecting people to drop to me. So share your contacts.
Yeah, very important.
It is only a foolish boy who will forget where he started and how he started. And you cannot outdo your boss. It is not possible.
Never outshine your master.
You can outshine your, it's not possible. It is not. But then, your mentee can be greater than you.
Of course.
It's a principle. I have an open heart. And that's my prayer for the boys that work under me. And even in APSU, I've started mentoring boys. I've called 7 of them. I told them, I want you to come out here with a first class. I didn't get a first class. But what is the secret? Do your CA. CA is 30 marks. Once you get 25 over 30, you are sure that if you put the same energy in the exam, B is already your course. And if you have a parallel B in all your courses, first class, you don't carry out. There is no magic about it. So I believe that this world will be a better place for all of us if we do some of these things.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are glad to have you on FaceToface podcast, and we also look forward to seeing you some other time. It's a nice
thank you. It's
thank
a
you
privilege
so
being here. Thank you, and I hope to come and
thank you very much, my man. Thank you. Yeah.
Intro.
Politics, business, entertainment, here on Face to Face.